What up, cut ups? This is gonna be a different type of video, guys. It's kind of up and in y'all face a little bit. Okay, hope y'all don't mind. Um, I guess I can move it back a little bit. Okay. Anywho, guys, it's gonna be a DNA story time. Okay, and it's a true story time. Just want you guys to know that. This is a real person. This is a real friend of mine. Of course, I'm not going to use her real name. Okay. I'm going to call her Lady Q. Okay. Lady Q. All right. Now, I wrote this stuff down, guys. I have notes because I just wanted to make sure that I got the sequence right. I wanted to do a little outline when I talked to her on the phone. I wanted to do a little outline of, just a little rundown of the story, to make sure I had it right, Some things were definitely a flip, a little surprise, but okay, I'm gonna just get into it. Anywho, I got a girlfriend and she goes by the name Lady Q. Okay. All right. So, as a child growing up, she had a stepdad in her life, and she really, really only knew him. Okay. I think initially, I could be wrong. I think I am wrong. She knew him as well as her biological father. Hold on. Let me just get that right. Let me get that right. Yes. Growing up, she had her stepfather in her life, okay, that she lived with, and and the one that she claimed as her dad, her real dad, okay, her biological father, even though, okay, anyway, but she also had her biological father in her life, and he had been telling her as a child that he was her real father, okay, but she didn't believe it, okay. So really, to be honest, I say she was quite lucky to be able to have two guys in your life, as a child coming up, your stepfather and your real father. I think you're blessed, quite personally. Yeah, that I just want to throw that in there. Okay, but moving on. Okay, what I wanted to know, and what I did ask her, was how her biological father got into her life. If her and her mother and the stepfather was living together, while she was a child, how did the biological father get into her life? Like, and I asked her, like, did she, like, spend time with him? Like, I was just wondering how that came about. And she told me that her mom was still creeping with the daddy, with the real daddy. So mama was still creeping, and yeah, that's how the biological father got into her life and was able to tell her all the time that he was the biological dad. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, so she said that her stepdad, let me just make sure I get this right. Yes. She said that nobody in the world could tell her that her stepdad was not her real dad. She just didn't want to hear it, and, personally, I do know how she feels, okay? But she just didn't want to believe anything else. She said that her stepdad would take her to the park and that he taught her how to ride a bike, that he would take her to parades, taught her how to cook and stuff like that, so, that's just what she said. But, yeah, so, Yeah. Come to find out. Okay, now this is where I kind of twist up a little bit. The stepdad was in and out of her life because he was there, but he wasn't consistent. Okay. He had other kids. Okay. And sometimes mama just would put his ass out. So he just would be gone. So I guess, during those times when he was gone, real pops will come into the picture. Okay. So yeah, once again, that was another way, that she kept seeing her biological father. That's how he was staying in her life. Okay. So, okay. Next. Okay. So the next question I asked her was, what made her want to even get a DNA test? Just period. Like, was it something that she heard other people talking about, like other family members or just other people in the street? I just wanted to know what made her do it. Just what. So she said that as she got a little bit older, like around the age of 19, she just became curious. She said that she could see the resemblance between her and her real biological father. And that is what made her, just want to know. It made her curious. But she said she really wanted to know after she had kids of her own, because it made her more curious about her family history. So it makes sense. I mean, it does make sense. So, okay, anyway, this is what happened. She ordered a DNA test offline, okay? I asked her how long it took before she actually received it. She said it took about a month, okay? She had her daughter, okay, who was doing a school project, okay, about COVID and how high blood pressure, how it works for people without the COVID in shots, as opposed to the people who had the shots, as opposed to the people who didn't. Something similar to that, guys. Basically what happened was the granddaughter swabbed her grandpa's mouth. So she got his DNA, okay, and made him think that it was for a school project, even though it was not, okay? So that's how she actually got his DNA, okay? So when the test results came back, okay guys, so when the test results came back, she found out that her stepdad, the guy that she loved all her life, not saying that she still don't, but she found out that her stepdad was not, her biological father. So, I'm sure it was, she had feelings of disappointment and, just maybe just a whole bunch of, an array of feelings, I'm sure, had to, come into her head or whatever, different types of emotions and all that type of stuff. But she said that she never plans to ever tell him, she said she never plans to tell him. She just wanted it for her own justification. So, I mean, I understand that, she just wants it for her own justification. She said she never planned to tell him, though. Yeah, guys, she never plans to tell him. And, sadly, her biological father did pass away about 12 years ago. So, her stepdad is the only one in her life now. But And she is currently spending time and enjoying her life with her two twin daughters and her husband, pretty much. So that's pretty much what happened, guys. Is that's the story time. That's, you know, it's out there. You know, she didn't tell anybody. I'm the only one that knows, and she wanted people to know. But you know, I kind of switched the story up a little bit, you know, here and there, but. You know, I just want to add my spin on it, you know, a little bit, you know, because I know what it's like to have a stepdad and grow up with a stepfather that that you just think the world of, you know, that nobody can just nobody, I don't care who it is, it just can't tell you shit about that man. You know, I know what that's like. So if it was me in her particular situation and I found that out, to be honest, I don't know, y'all. I probably do it the same way she did. You know, because why go in and mess up something that's been so natural and, you know, good, you know, a whole lifetime? Why go in and mess that up with some, you know, test results that, irregardless of what those test results say, some people just be, you know, family, irregardless of that, you know, so a piece of paper or whatever. So, you know, maybe I probably would have did it the same way too. Same way she did it too. But yeah, I probably would have. Yeah, probably would have. So, you know, all I can say is that, you know, I wish her the best. And, you know, I just hope that, you know, her relationship, you know, is what she wanted to be with her stepfather. And I hope that the stepfather and the kids and her kids and her and everybody get along and have a good time, and everybody's, you know, just, you know, living life and doing what they're supposed to do. But I just hope that their family time is good. I hope they have some quality family time, and I hope that they're still able to just, you know, do what they do. And I'm sure they will, because like I said, she didn't say anything. You know, she plans to keep that to herself. But, you know, I just hope that she's really okay with that, you know, and don't regret it, you know, one day or whatever. But yeah, I think she made the right decision overall. I was glad to tell the story time. I definitely want some feedback. Yeah, definitely want some feedback. So, okay, guys, with that being said, this video is over. I'm off to take off this makeup. Bye, everybody. My new look, at least for tonight.